Welcome back to another video that's going to change your life. Today I wanted to speak on self-concept, building your self-concept in order to rebrand, change, or completely transform your life, because it is this that is going to transform your life. Now, self-concept is basically the perception that you have of yourself. That's it. And in short, what you believe about yourself becomes your reality. So there are so many videos on this here internet about self-concept, but none that really exist until now about building a positive self-concept with practical skills. So I'm going to get into this, ladies. And if you're here and you want to transform, you want to change, you want to rebuild your life as a woman, this is what you're going to need. So let's go. Many of you believe that it's your self-esteem or lack thereof that prevents you from transforming your life and becoming the person that you want to be. I'm here to tell you that it's not. Okay, having spoken to many women and dealt with situations in my life, it's rather about the energy that you're giving and taking. When I speak to many women, I see that the self-esteem is there. Let me give you an example. A man has left a woman and she is distraught that the relationship has come to an end. I ask her why, and she says, I believe I could have made his life better. You went for the interview, you didn't get the job that you wanted, and you're disappointed. I ask why. Oh, because I know what I could have given to the role. Family member disappoints you because you had a higher expectation of them. Why did you have a higher expectation of them? Oh, because it's what I would have done. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, ladies, is that you know your power, but it's the energy that you give to that thing, that person, that situation that throws you off, but you know it exists. A lot of the time when you don't necessarily get what you want, you know how to improve it. This is what I'm suggesting for women in order to build a positive self-concept. You know how people say, take the rose tinted glasses off. When you look at that person, you're looking at all of the best things of them. I suggest, okay, my theory is to keep the rose tinted glasses on and look into the mirror. Okay, keep those glasses on, because what you're seeing in other people, all of the potential, all of the best, all of the amazingness that you're seeing and the amazingness that you can improve in that person or people's life is the amazingness that you have. It's not about them, it's about you. And so if you put all of that energy that you're putting on them, all of that energy that you're placing into their lives, if you turn it back to yourself, you look at yourself, you put that energy into your goals, into the person that you want to be, you will become unstoppable. And so do not take the rose tinted glasses off, keep them on, okay? Because they already belong to you. In order to build that positive self-concept, you have to rewire your brain. Okay, ladies, our brain works in a way, and I talk about it all the time, but our brain is a safety mechanism. We teach our brain how to work. Every time you do something new, your brain is going to have pushback. You're going to think you don't want to do it. And so this is why you have to force yourself to do things that are uncomfortable. Okay, your brain, every time you do something, right? I want to do this, I want to do this. Your brain is going to say, no, 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 don't do it, because it's trying to protect us. If we continually do things that cause discomfort, our brain will get used to it and make it comfortable. And so I feel like the best way to rewire your brain and to build a positive self-concept is to live as though you are the person that you want to become already. In your mind, you have to have a vision of who you want to be. Her, she, right? That woman that already has a positive self-concept. And what you're doing is you're living every single day, every single choice, every single decision as though you are her already. When heartbreak happens, how would she respond to this? Mundane situations like waking up, going to the gym, cleaning your house. How would the woman that you want to be react? What would she do? What would she say? How would she move? How would she walk? How would she talk? How would she act? And what happens, ladies, is that you become her. Slowly and surely, you will become that woman because you're living as though you are her already. Building a positive self-concept is not toxic positivity. Building a positive self-concept is about navigating reality, okay? And life is imperfect. So what do you do when you come across negative situations in order to build that positive self-concept? You reframe situations, ladies. Everything that's happening in my life is happening for me. You have to believe that. You have to believe with everything in your heart, ladies. Look at the sun coming out. You have to believe that if it is not going to my plan, it's not part of my plan. I'm just going to allow for the sun to just do its thing, right? But this is the thing, ladies, you can't operate on a scarcity mindset. You can't operate in lack. You do not lack. You deal with the things that are taken with a positive self-concept. You understand that things will be returned in abundance, okay? Money has come out of my account. Money has gone, it will return. There is constant flow in your life. It's based on the reality of life. When things are taken, things are given. That is just how life works. But you have to believe it. With a positive self-concept, you truly believe that. And it means that you live that belief out every day. So when something negative happens, you're able to reframe it and say, oh, you know what, it's coming back. Oh, you know what, this taught me something. Oh, you know what, I'm being guided. You have to have that mindset. So ladies, there are so many of you who want to be extraordinary. There are so many of you who want to transform your lives because you feel like your purpose is bigger. I'm gonna need you to develop that positive self-concept by following your plan and not your mood. You've heard it here before. In order to be extraordinary or just above ordinary, you're going to need to do better things. That means that you need to do things that others are not. So you may need to wake up earlier in order to start your morning off slow and steady. You may need to do exercises in the morning in order to get your blood pumping. You may need to have affirmations. Guys, affirmations are everywhere in my home. The places that I am every single day. All of my main spaces for me and my children in order to affirm who I am, to affirm who we are. Honestly, the little things that are the big things. Do I want to sit here and edit 3 podcasts? But in order to become that woman that I want to be, these are the things that I'm going to need to do, right? Because we also need to remember that by not following through also creates a negative self-concept, right? It also indulges in that negativity and it kind of puts you back to square one again. So commit, really is what I'm saying. Commit to your goals. Committing and recommitting every single day, ladies, builds that positive self-concept. So we are human, okay? And we have to deal with others. And a lot of the times it is actually others that have a massive effect on our positive self-concept. I'm going to give you guys an example with me. I believe that you should be so bullshit, right? Have such attitude, not necessarily outward attitude, but you should be so strong on your choices because other people can affect those. My partner is a white Hungarian man who's been here for 12 years, okay? And when I told a lot of people in my life that this was the man I'm gonna choose, this is the man that I'm gonna date, I had some kickback, but I was so strong in who he was. I was so strong on who I wanted as a partner. It was so clear to me who I wanted to be in my life. This was probably, ladies, the very first time in my life that I had chosen me. So you could imagine everyone that got used to me being small was kind of like, oh, what's happening with you, you know? But the reality was, I wasn't going to allow people to make the choices of my life anymore. And I had to let that play out. And now, of course, everyone loves him. And so, ladies, I say this to say that sometimes people will have kickback about your life because it affects their self-concept. It affects the things that they have to deal with. That is projection. So, ladies, in order to build a positive self-concept, you have to stop taking others so seriously. People's opinions and their life experience and what they think about you is literally based on them. Deep down, as women, we have the innate ability to just know what we can give the world. We are creators. Our bodies create. Like, what? You already know the answers. So I'm just here to be that bridge for you, that reminder that you already know. You already know what you have inside of you. And it's just about being brave enough to walk with it. Okay, the power that you have, you've not been given for no reason. And now is the time to exercise it. Wake up and make the choices that make sense, ladies. Wake up and decide every day that you have got this, because you have. Waking up and choosing a positive self-concept in every situation is going to completely shift your life in every single way. And I'm just here to remind you of that. Ladies, have a beautiful and blessed week. I will see you next week. Bye.